Welcome back, new and returning victims. This is Dark Angel E-Knits. I'm your host, Angel. It is Thursday, March 29th, 2012. It's roughly about 3 in the afternoon, so if you hear lots of noises, it's probably my twins having a fight. They tend to do that. Alright, so seductions. I was working on the Summer Slice Socks by Cassandra Dominic in the Knit Picks palette. It's exactly the same. Yeah, did nothing on it. Thought about doing something on it and changed my mind. It's that simple. Life is too short. And that's in the Knit Picks palette in the Cosmopolitan colorway. Maybe this weekend. Maybe. Well, that's that one. So then the other thing I was working on, yeah, I'm kind of brain dead, was the Silver Bells hat by Stephanie Earp in Alpaca Acres yarn that I had her custom dye me. It looks exactly the same as she's seen last. Absolutely the same. Nothing happened. Thought about it. Then I looked at the chart and same thing with the socks. Looked at the charts and go, no. Don't want to do the charts. Not today. So third on my needles would be the Joanne socks by Joanne Turcotte. And I used some leftover sock yarn. I knit inside out. It's just something I do. So I've got the cuff done and the heel done, and I'm just working on the foot now. These are for Caroline, so it shouldn't take me much longer. I've been measuring. I think I'm about 3.5 inches, and I have to go another 2 inches. So the yarn I have left. And roughly this ball was fairly full. It was like I'm pulling from the center. So I thought, ooh, there's enough sock yarn to make Cara socks. Let's do it. I hate socks, but her feet are always cold, so I thought it would be nice and use up some yarn. Fourth on the needles, I started the Cable Tunic by Nikki Epstein in Barocco Vintage DK in this teal colorway. See if I can find where the cable is. This is the front panel. There. You can kind of see it. There's a bit of a cable in the front here. Well, when I cast on last night at midnight, it said cast on something like 90-some stitches. I was fine with that. That was for the front, and then the back was the same amount. And I'm looking at the pictures, and I'm thinking, I can do this in the round. Why not? It won't hurt anything. It'll be easy. So I decided to do that. And then I soon discovered that if I did the round, they'd have me purling the whole sweater because it's actually worked in reverse stockinette stitch. So that's the purl row on every row. And I thought that was kind of insane. So I decided I'll knit it inside out, since that's always the way it looks anyway, where my knitting sits. So I thought, ooh, I'll just knit it from the inside out. So it's working okay. I just have to remember that stitches are different that way, and so far it's going well. I'm hoping to actually get somewhere tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, or maybe tomorrow on this sweater. I just started it last night, so I'm getting there. And it's in the Vogue 2009 Holiday Edition also, like where I got the fingerless gloves from. So I've been working on that. Like I've only got about 1 repeat done of it. It's going really easy and really well. I think there's like 3 or 4 more repeats to do, and then something changes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alright, on to number 5. I'm doing the diorama. It's this vest here, the diorama vest by the Barocco design team. I'm using their yarn, the Barocco Vintage DK, in this green colorway. That's pretty close my lighting sucks. That's close to how it looks. I'm thinking it'll look really pretty. All those little buttons and all that. I think that'll look really nice. I was going to cast on just before the show and I thought, no, that's cheating. But that's my next thing. I can't tell you all the times I'm yawning. I'm hoping to cast on shortly after the show. I might finish the one sock and undo it. And then do part of the cast on, work an inch or two in it, and then work another sock and they'll be done. I'd be leaving you today, so alone and wondering. Alright, on with the big reveal. I finished the fingerless gloves by Maria Mowian. I made them with the Alpaca Acres yarn again in the custom colorway. I finished them and I am shipping them off today. I am so late for my partner. I'm sorry. Okay, second finished. I did the Chasen's Park shawl in mystery yarn. I decided I was in the cast on fever this week. So I cast it on and it took me, I want to say 2 days. This is no worsted weight. I haven't blocked it or washed it yet or woven in the ends, but it is finished, like the knitting part. And at the bottom there's this eyelet row. I think it's really pretty. And then I was thinking, when I put it on, I showed my husband, I'm like, I wonder, did I make a mistake? And he goes, what do you mean? I said, do you think it would have made a better sweater? And he just looked at me. He tends to do that. He thinks I'm a little strange some days. And he's like, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know. I think I'll just wash it. We'll see how it goes. So I did that the other day. And goodness, I don't know what's wrong with me. Now this sweater is almost finished. This is the Sidar Hearts and Stripes ballet sweater. I made it for Catherine. So it's a wrap. It just wraps around here. Well, here's the ribbon. This is the only thing that's not done. I have to sew the ribbon onto it and give it to her. That's it. So hopefully this weekend I'll dig out my sewing machine from the pile of yarn that seems to sit around it and whip it up. That's the plan. Fourth thing I finished is the Sidar Hearts and Stripes bureau, or however you pronounce that, with the shawl collar. I showed you last week. I had started it. Well, I finished it on Friday, and then I started Kathy's. So that's hers. This is Caroline's. It's completely finished. And then fifth thing I did the flower towel, something along that line. It's like a dishcloth basically. It's so pretty. It was one of the mystery knits. And it flew off the needles. It took me a day and a half. And I had it done. And when I was messing around with the kids, like you work it from the outside, so you do the petals first. And then you pick up and you leave them live, and then you just attach them as you go in a circle. And I got a few rows into the center, and then I forget, Kathy was bothering me. So I put it over my face, and I said, oh no, look at me, I'm a flower head, like this, I'm a flower head. And she started to laugh. And then I did it for Caroline too, and James, and they thought it was funny. And then I put it over their faces, and they thought it was even better, and they were pretending to be the flower. Yeah, that's the adventures of the day here. It's entertaining. I swear we could play a drinking game without my yawning. Alright, so that's the 5 things I finished this week. Can you imagine? 5 things. Just pick up and go. Why I feel this way, so wide the world can love. Alright, so waking thoughts. I intend to do more of the mystery knits. There's 54 of them right now, and I've done about 6 or 7 of them. I have to photograph all my stuff yet and put it up on Ravelry. That seems to be the thing that takes me the longest. And I am drinking blueberry tea from Distinctly Tea in Stratford. It's loose leaf tea. It's the first time I've ever bought it, and I thought it's great. I'm excited. Sorry, I'm crazy. I also intend to work on this one pink sweater that lives. Let's turn the other way. Lives down there on the floor in a black deck. You probably can't see it. I started probably last year, April, and I think I should probably work on it a little bit. I can tell it's already been a long day for me. It's only 3 in the afternoon and I'm tired. Yeah, I intend to pull it out and work on it. I think I have the front panel done, almost done on the one side. So that won't be much harder to do. I think there's only 2 or 3 more cable repeats and it's finished. And then I can start another one of the portions. Like the stockinette part of the bottom went so fast.
Remember how to get me home to you.
On to Mrs. Dark Angel. That's me. I'm hoping that you guys can get more activity on the board. I would really like to hear and talk to you all. It would be nice to see if anybody is interested in that knit along or not. Yeah, I'd really appreciate if you guys just pop on there and let me know you're actually watching, or if you just friended me and forgot. The other thing I'd like to speak about is last weekend, my husband and I took the kids to the Kitchener Farmers Market, and we were so disappointed when, like, we have a set of twins, and then we have she'll be 6 soon, a little 5-year-old girl, and we were in the store, like in the barn part of the market, and people were so rude to us. They would cut us off with our stroller. It's not like, how do you say this? We went to the Kitchener Market, the one downtown, and it was fine. There's lots of people there with strollers. It's crowded, but it's not that bad. They'll make way for you, and they're pretty conscious about you being a parent and all that. And you know they have little people too. And it's just a common fact. But when we went to the farmer's market, which should be more family oriented, being it's a farm family type thing, it was the opposite. They were so rude and ignorant. I am so tired of it. My husband and I are so disappointed that there are people out there that behave like that. I don't know how to handle it anymore. I was wondering, what's your take on that? Like, I was brought up different. My parents told me that, you know, you have manners and you behave yourself, and anybody with little people, they go ahead of you just like older people do. It's just a thing you do. Just very disappointed. Don't know what's happened to the people these days. Well, that's all I've got for today. Sorry if it's short or long-winded or whatever you think it is. Please let me know. I'll put my contact information at the end of this. So yeah, I'll see y'all next week. There will be a special show coming up, probably this weekend. I meant to do it last weekend and it just got so busy. So it'll be a whole yarn show just about the purchases I've made shortly ago and all this and that. Alright, so I'll talk to y'all later. Bye!